Imagine a world where courage isn't measured by the medals on your chest, but by the impossible choices you make. In this world, one soldier's name became a legend whispered across battlefields. Captain Leo Hartman. Before he was a legend, he was just another recruit. At dawn, on the training grounds, while others went through the motions, Leo stood apart. He was sharp, restless, and driven by a dangerous determination to prove his worth. His drill sergeant would scream at him, "Hartman, you want to be a hero, or you want to go home?" And Leo, breathless and sweating, would just reply, "Sir, I just want to serve." Then came his first taste of real combat. The world exploded into gunfire, smoke, and pure chaos. His squad was pinned down, completely surrounded. Panic set in. "We're surrounded. We need orders." One of them yelled. For a moment, you could see the raw terror in Leo's eyes. But then, something shifted. A fire ignited. He looked at his men and said, "We move on my signal." Not because we're fearless, but because people are counting on us. His commander laid it out plainly. "It's suicide. You don't have to go." The room was silent. Every soldier knew the odds. But then Leo stepped forward without hesitation. With that, the mission was on. The rescue was a descent into hell. Rain poured down in sheets, mixing with the dust of ruined buildings. Bullets whistled past their ears. Leo led his team with a quiet, focused intensity, moving through the skeletal remains of a city. Suddenly, a child's scream cut through the noise. A little girl was trapped under a pile of heavy debris. Without a second thought, Leo dropped his weapon and rushed to her side. He tore at the rubble with his bare, bleeding hands, his entire being focused on one goal. "You're safe," he grunted, the strain evident in his voice. "I've got you. Just hold on." As he lifted her into his arms, his squad formed a protective circle around them, their gunfire a symphony of defiance. He carried her out of the darkness and back towards life, but their escape was cut short. A sudden ambush. A grenade landed right in the middle of his squad. In a split second, a decision was made. Leo threw himself towards the blast, shielding his men with his own body. The explosion threw him back, wounded and broken. "Captain!" "No," his private screamed, rushing to his side. But Leo, through gritted teeth, just gave his final order: "Finish the mission. Don't look back." He understood that some things were more important than one man's life. His return home wasn't marked by parades or grand speeches. As he stepped out of the helicopter, wounded but standing tall, his fellow soldiers simply stood and saluted. It was a silent, profound acknowledgement of his sacrifice. He didn't win the war. He didn't capture enemy territory. He saved lives. And in the end, that's what makes all the difference.